So 10 years ago, I wanted to find a fast track for success, and I heard everybody talking about the importance of having a mentor, but I had absolutely no idea how to find one. Now, there were companies who partnered with new business owners and who partnered them up with mentors, but I didn't really know what kind of mentor I wanted to be able to help me until I spoke at an event for Virgin. Now, Sir Richard Branson and Virgin had given me £8,500 as a startup loan for my company, and they'd asked me to speak at a big workshop event that they were running. So there was a special guest at this event, and he ended up coming up to me and asking me a ton of questions about the business. He also said that he wanted to talk more. But when we had a meeting, he completely shot down my ideas and my dreams. So at the time, I owned a supplements company and a motivational events company. Now, the supplements company brought in more money than the events company at the time, but the speaking and the events were really my big passion. I could feel it inside of me, like intuitively, that this was what I was meant to do. But the successful mentor person told me that I couldn't do that. He said that I would only ever make £70,000 a year as a speaker. Now, I was so upset, and I held back my tears at that meeting because I knew that there had to be a way for me to be able to be successful and do what I love at the same time. But I just didn't know. I didn't have a clue what that way was yet. So I struggled along, and I tried to make things work the best way that I knew how. Now, I was definitely doing what I loved at the time, but I wasn't making the money that I wanted to make doing it. So maybe it was time for me to quit, or maybe it was time for me to work with a different mentor. Now, my next 3 mentors were chosen with more in mind than just their level of success. So firstly, I looked for someone who felt energetically aligned. Now, that might sound like total BS, but it's so important. You're likely going to be bearing your soul to this person, going through challenges and up levels and stretches, and hanging out with them for the next 3 months, 6 months, or even a few years. So you'd better like the feel of the way that they work. Secondly, you do want to look for someone who has already created success, but more specifically than before, instead of just looking for any kind of success like I did, you want to really look for the type of success that you'd like for yourself too. Now, perhaps you look at the lifestyle of a coach or a mentor that you might like to work with, and you might want to create something similar for yourself in terms of that lifestyle. Or you might have a particular impact goal or a financial goal in mind. Now, lastly, as well as that, can the coach or the mentor, can they actually show you other people like you who have created similar results to the ones that you really want? We've got a ton of testimonials from our clients on the highlights on our Instagram, for example, also on our websites, and our clients actually refer other new clients to us because they love what we do, and that's a good sign. So instead of winding up with a mentor that feels like they've got other interests at heart rather than yours, and instead of feeling forced like you need to go off track from your intuition, your passion, and your purpose, I want you to find a mentor who can both challenge and support you, who can teach you the proven system as well as give you space to feel heard, and who doesn't shoot down your big dreams. Now, in actual fact, I took that £8,500 that Sir Richard Branson had invested into me, and instead of setting up a warehouse for supplements, I chose to make money doing what I love, speaking and coaching around the world. And I turned that £8,500 not into £70,000 like the mentor said I would, but into millions of dollars instead.